All right. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Welcome back to another edition of the Singletrack Session, number 116, part of the TrailManners podcast. I'm here, Eric Manning, with Joel Hatch. Just kind of catching up on our bird celebrations, unless there's some tofu people out there.
Tofurkey?
Tofurkey?
Yes.
Tofurkey? Yeah, that sounds weird. Anyway, hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving and a very safe time as well, because now it's getting crazy. But yeah, as you have known, we have officially kicked off. This is our first podcast, kicking off the start of year 4, and we're busy lining up shows to start next Tuesday, December 4th. But yeah, kind of fun to see some of the notes that some of you posted, so salute y'all. Thank you very much. Speaking of Thanksgiving, I put on about 10 pounds, so I absolutely blame my sister.
It was out of love, I think.
Oh, it was pure love. You could taste it in everything I ate. Pulled in, late Wednesday, and she already had the beer fridge stocked.
Right.
Stuff I've never had. Special limited edition releases.
That's always a good thing to pull into, huh? After
really
being
was.
on the road for 10 hours.
It's like I walk in, put my luggage away. She goes, "Okay, come here," and she shows me the fridge, and there's a beer fridge my brother-in-law has outside, and it was stocked with everything, nitros and darks and everything. So, but yeah, just put on some LBs.
Yes.
And then had to drive from hell on the way home.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I was telling Joel that we woke up at 5 a.m. on Sunday, and the I-70 and I-80 were both closed. Right. So we waited around till 10. They opened I-80. We took off. And
did you guys go north on 25 and then?
Yeah, because we came in on 70.
Yeah.
And that was horrible.
Then you guys went up to Cheyenne and came over?
Yeah, we cut through Fort Collins.
Oh, you did? You went up that way?
And that was the best part of the whole trip. No snow at all.
What is that, 187 from Fort Collins to Laramie? 287? Yeah. That's a pretty drive.
I like it. I think it's really cool, and it was beautiful. Like, there's no snow, but yeah, you hit 80, and it was game over.
Yeah, it's always crazy on 80, especially around the Elk Mountain area.
If I was by myself, I probably would have just grabbed the steering wheel and went into the ditch.
Right.
We were 0 to 10 miles an hour for almost 2 hours.
Right.
So a 8.5-hour drive average took us almost 13.
Yeah.
So that was a little bad, but arrive alive. That's what I kept telling my daughter.
That's true.
Arrive alive.
Yep.
We'll make it. We'll figure it out. But a big week here in the ultra running world.
It was.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that just took place. And as many of you know, this coming Saturday is December 1st, which is not just a normal day. It is Lottery Day.
That's right, it is.
Hard Rock 100 and Western States. Lottery is Saturday.
Right.
A lot of hopefuls out there. Some people are going to be puckering one way or another. And I don't know. It's one of those things where it's, I'm glad I didn't get in. But back of the head, they wanted to, and then they get in, and it's like, man, I wish I'd have got into that. So I have no tickets in either race, so I have no, what do you call that?
Skin in the game?
Yep. But we have thrown out some mojo to some people, some TrailManners.
I want to see Bryce Warren get in the Hard Rock.
He needs to, man.
That's the only mojo I'm sending out.
That's
sorry if you're offended, but he needs to. He deserves it.
He does. He's been down there.
And reserve all my mojo for him.
There we go. Let's throw a double Bryce. He's been in Hawaii for almost a month now. So
yeah, he has.
He's been acclimating to Hard Rock.
Yes, he has. To the
to the altitude.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. Yeah, but a big weekend. So really, though, we wish everybody good luck if they get in. We'll be following both lotteries. I will be, and just seeing who the lucky people are. And I did notice Western States. Camille Herron's in. She got an Ultra Trail World Tour ticket. Yeah. So she's
she shows up fresh, healthy.
Western States. Not that she
just dials it back a little bit at the beginning.
So she can be ready for it.
So she can tear it up for the later part of the race.
But, the women right now are the hot ticket in the ultra running.
They are.
It's all about the ladies right now. With all the races, all the amazing what do you call those things when you go really fast and beat the course record?
Fastest known times.
Well, the course record, but the fastest known times are next, and they've been dropping
left and right.
So the Grand Canyon rim to rim, we mentioned that Ida Nilsson took that mark last week at 7:29.
Right.
Just a few days later, Sandy Nypaver went down and missed it by 3 minutes or 4 minutes, something like that. Just a couple days after that, she was close. And then now Taylor Nolan decided to go down because she was also in the North Face, and she was ready to roll. So she goes down and takes it at 7:25.
Right.
So within a week, it fell pretty good. I think Cap Bradley had it from last November. So November's like the FKT season down there.
For the rim, I could see that. Yeah, it's a good time.
So right now they're hot. They're killing it. They're tearing it up.
And then Claire Gallagher was at
Trans Zion.
Yeah,
FKT.
She got that one.
That's 48 miles across Utah Zion National Park in 8:01. And the past record was from 2016. She beat it by 25 minutes in the men's side. My friend Hayden Hawks owns that at 6:50.
Right.
So yeah, the ladies are taking records down left and right now. So congratulations. And they've been tearing it up this year. In fact, I was reading an article on the speed record that Nolan did, and she thinks that because the men's record is, 6-hour range, she thinks the women aren't too. The women can take it in 6-hour range. So that's right now, 7:20 something.
Right. They can
so
drop
she thinks
20 minutes off of that.
Yeah. Because the men's record's in 5 something. Yeah. So that's pretty quick. But
I think that just depends on the time of year.
Yeah.
This is a good time of year because I think the tourist traffic is a lot bit less.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Probably be a good time.
So the mule trains aren't as frequent, maybe?
Yeah. Well, there's not as many people. And also the heat.
Yep.
And this, I don't know, you just got to get that right weekend because we've been down in April and snowed and rained.
Right. But there's a lot of people there, too, at that point.
There's a lot of people in April. So.
Right. So you don't want to be that guy or that gal that comes busting through, running fast.
Big bunch of families and friends and smacking wheels on the A-hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's and she thinks she didn't have a good day too.
Wow.
When you read a little article, I think it was Outside or Out something magazine, she said that it wasn't her best day.
Okay, I'll take that day.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, I've had days like, no, I haven't. Never had a day like that. So yeah, they're just dropping. So there's more to come, people. There's more to come.
Well, all these runners have got this incredible fitness. What do they do with it?
Yeah, well, especially because of North Face.
Yeah,
that's kind
that's
of
what I'm saying.
Happened. They all came and didn't have much to do. Some traveled, went other places for a race, but Grand Canyon's sitting there looking pretty.
Yep.
A little less stress and pressure, right? I mean, I guess there's some a little bit, but
but that's only because you're putting it on yourself.
Yeah, it's not like anybody's next to you push. You know what they need to do? They need to get 2 people down there and go for it. So they're pushing each other.
I could see that.
You know what I mean?
That would be great.
Like a challenge.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't make it official because you'll get in trouble.
No, it could be a fat-ass challenge or, hey, I'm going to head down this weekend. You should come down and join me.
No, but I think it's a great idea. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'd get a couple
speedsters
It's
kind of like,
down there.
last weekend, what was it? Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson had that little golf off.
Yeah, for
kind of like
$9
that.
million.
Yeah, but I think that, for $9 we can get a couple runners down there.
I'll throw a couple bucks in the pot.
Yeah.
So Hayden's got the men's record night now, so you just say, Hayden, you and Jim should go hang out. And, that'd be a good one.
Duke it out.
And the women's side, grab a couple,
Get Zach Miller in there.
Yeah, get 2 or 3 down
that'd
there.
Be fun to watch.
Just setting the pace.
Yeah.
I think the record would drop by a little bit more.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because you got someone there pushing you.
Just having fun.
Yeah, kind of giggling a little bit.
Goofing off.
Maybe you head to one side.
Ooh, starting at opposite ends.
Oh, shoot.
One at north, one at south. Oh, I like that.
Wonder if there's because you think about it, we've done it, but you're doing essentially the same everything.
Yeah.
But do you think there's an advantage starting at one side, going to the other?
I think running back up the north side would be easier.
You do?
There's less steps.
I can't
the south side's got all those dumb steps.
Yeah. I just remember the north side just because I was tired. It was a slog.
Yeah, but it's long and it's very runnable, though.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, because that could be an advantage, though, if you're starting at different ends.
Yeah.
So
the south side seems steeper.
So you heard it here on TrailManners. We're going to throw down the gauntlet to something, and we'll throw in a little prize money. I got a Benjamin right now.
Do you?
What's he on?
I don't know. 10? 100?
No, I can't do 100. I don't have any cash on me. What's on a 5? Abraham Lincoln? Is he on the 5?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Because George Washington's on the 1.
I got one of those.
All right, I'll throw in 5 George Washingtons.
There you go.
Because I know what those are. I don't deal with cash, so I don't know anymore. I just know my face isn't on any of them, so that makes it easy. Trail bucks. Ooh, there you go. Trail bucks.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have? Like, what's that other cryptocurrencies and?
Yeah, sure.
I
don't know.
What's those other ones that people are investing in?
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Gosh, dang it. See, I'm all about trail running. Some other cool thing we haven't talked about yet, but has been fun to watch is Rickey Gates' Every Single Street.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
A little bit.
So Rickey Gates, San Francisco. He started on November 1st, and the projection is going to December 15th, ironically, which is the Nordic Valley race. 40 days and nights, 1,200 plus miles. He's going to run every single street in San Francisco.
Right.
So he just can't get enough of something different, right?
Exactly.
Transamerica. We talked to him after that. Now he's got every single street. So you can check it out, though, if you head to his website. It's Rickey Gates something. Just type in Rickey Gates and you'll find it. But
Rickey Gates runner.
Yeah, every single street's in San Francisco, so he's hoping to be done on 12/15. And he's been putting on Strava, so you can kind of see how he's doing it or what he's doing.
Some engineer took it and made it like a Pac-Man game.
Oh, really?
Did you see that? That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. So, our buddy Rickey Gates is doing his thing, something different, and we've talked about that before. FKTs are falling. People are testing different ways.
Yep.
Races are just going to get more and more competitive every week.
They are.
Especially the big ones.
Mm-hmm. The older guys are going longer.
They are. Older guys are going longer.
Yeah.
And speaking of older guys, I get this message last Tuesday, the day before I left, and it's this guy that I know, Scott Jaime.
Right.
Some of you might know the dinosaur, but
the dinosaur.
I can throw that out there. But so my buddy, good friend forever, he was in town for Thanksgiving, and so we went to lunch. Super good seeing him, and I didn't pay attention because I knew he ran JFK.
Right.
So he basically
just assumed he was like top 100.
No,
right?
I just thought because he ran Hard Rock in 2017, and then he was done. It was like his 10th finish, and next thing you know, he took it's a year plus off.
Right.
And he's running JFK. Completely different course than Hard Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I did not realize he took 12th overall.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like
right?
6:48.
That's fast.
That's really fast.
Yeah.
And he said the funny thing is, and what's made him giggle is he was coming across a finish line, and there's announcers, which all good races should have one. Hint, hint. But anyway, there's someone emceeing the finish line, and they said, here comes number 9, Scott Jaime from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, in 12th place. He's 49, folks. The guy just couldn't, and he kept saying it over and over.
Right.
This guy's 49. So Jaime got a kick out of that, and he's like, I guess I'm getting closer to 50. I said, well, that's the next number on the scale. So.
Right.
But it's super fun catching up with him. We're got some things in the work with Scott. But just congratulations, man. That's just a cool thing. And I won't spoil too much in case we get him on the show, but he was talking how he had dinner. He's good friends. A long time ago, he was talking with like Casey and Ian Torrance, some of the people that ran on the Pearl team when we were involved with it, and talking about how things have changed. And then he's looking over at Jared Hazen, and Hazen and some people are kind of figuring out who Jaime was.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that's sad though, right?
But that shows how long he's been in the game.
It is, and he was one of those, we talked about those steps and stages, and he was one of those guys.
He was.
For a long time in that elite category.
Right.
That he'd go to a race, and he's automatically a
he's
potential
the
winner, right? Finishing Hard Rock 10 times. He won a lot of races, but it was more about that. But, it was interesting having those conversations, and, we'll continue to talk about that type of thing because it's so many things came out, but also it was kind of comical as he's coaching as well.
Is he?
Yeah, and he just took his USSF C license.
Did he?
USSF, yeah. And he's like, you have your C, and I got mine 20 years ago or so.
Right.
And he just barely went and got his, and he was like, it's so weird now. Just the way they do it. He's like, they make you do it this way. I said, well, that's why USF's federation isn't very good. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
But it was a fun conversation. He's got his younger boy playing in the Rapids Academy there, and he's coaching out there. But they won't let him coach his boys' team, so he just cycles through a team every couple of years.
Right.
Which is pretty fun. All right, shifting gears a little bit. As we've talked about on the show, next week on December 5th at 7 p.m. at Gear 30 here in Ogden, we're going to have Trevor Fuchs talking about eating not romaine lettuce, but eating other things.
Yes.
And running through the mountains.
I guess romaine's okay as long as it didn't come from
Central
California. That's what they said today.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just
I
noticed.
still wouldn't.
I wouldn't touch it.
No.
I just soaked my green beans, as you can see over there, just to be safe.
Yeah, good idea.
But everywhere you look, the salad areas are empty.
Yeah, they are.
Romaine's no good.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of fun memes. It's like, what's never been recalled from E. coli? Whiskey. Stuff like that.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
And I saw a Titanic reference where it says, "Oh no, we're gonna crash," and they said, "Oh, it's okay, it's just an iceberg." You know what I mean? Just kind of playing stuff off that. But yeah, Trevor's gonna be talking. We're gonna have a group there. There is a Facebook page for it. We'd like people to RSVP if they know they're gonna be there, just so we can kind of have an idea what to plan for. It's gonna be a fun night. I mean, Trevor will talk even more about just eating, weeds and bushes. He'll talk about running and
twigs.
Dandelions and
dandelions. They're tasty.
Pine needles and whatever it takes to
find some pine nuts up there.
Those are tasty. I love those on a good salad, which I got to get back into the salad game. Going to Costco tonight to load up on some greens, but not romaine lettuce, people. Don't worry, it's not going to happen. Where are we at now? I don't know. Joel's got the weekly Woody Footy. We got some Ask TrailManners questions, a couple good ones.
Right.
I think there's 3 this week, so we just keep those coming. We'll do Strava while Joel pins out. I think he's got our Woody Footy award. But Strava last week, Christiane Morgan, 100 miles, 100.6. I'm not going to cheat you. Running time, same gentleman, Christiane Morgan, 19:29. And climbing was another Morgan, but here in Utah, Shalish Morgan, 20,300 feet.
Wow, I think Erin was in California.
Yeah, she's been in San Diego, sea level, so she didn't even make the top 3.
She'll regain her spot next week.
She gets some time off.
That was her down week.
Yeah,
that was her rest cycle.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to just play in the ocean with some sea lions and turtles and whatever, because she was, finds turtles on the shoreline trail.
That's true, she did.
All right, Joe, what do you got for us this week for Woody Footy with just a few remaining hats? Not many, folks. There's only a couple left. What do we got?
So this week's winner of the Woody Footy is Tracy Newkirk-Ginn from Washington State.
And that's where her picture was from, somewhere
Yeah, it was somewhere in Washington State.
Lots of green?
No green. Trees.
Oh.
Spooky, eerie trees.
Oh, some scary stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm like, green? No, trees. Oh, they're green. So congratulations, Tracy. Please message me, manners@trailmanners.com, and we will get you your Woody Footy hat out. Last week's winner hasn't claimed theirs, so it's going to take an extra week to get those going. And we also, if you follow us on Facebook, we just made another post that the good friends at Path Projects, we've been partnering with them this month. They make amazing apparel. Right now, if you go over to pathprojects.com/trailmanners, you can put in to win one of 10 hats we're giving away between now and December 15th. We sure would like you to head over there, check it out, hit the landing page, let them know that Trail Manners is a good place to partner with because they're good folks. These premium materials, I don't have my Path shirt on today like I did last week.
Yeah, I actually slept in mine last night.
You did?
I can wear that stuff 24/7 every day of the week. I love it.
And I want them because they have that hood, the hooded shirt, which is just unbelievable. Those T-shirts are they're hard to take off.
They are.
Right? And so
it's almost like it's not there.
Yeah.
But thank God it's there because turkey.
Yeah, we had too much turkey and pumpkin pie. But it is a new apparel company from Huntington Beach, California, and just a good group of dudes. We've talked to them on the phone. We've exchanged messages with them. They make some good stuff. They are only, once again, someone's just asked me that, hey, where do I kind of find it? You have to find it online at pathprojects.com. They don't sell to stores because of the markup, which if anybody knows much about small business, you know why, especially with apparel, trying to keep the cost down.
Right.
They are consumer direct, but there's a lot of good stuff, man. And I don't know if they might still have a promotion running where you get a discount if you spend so much for the holiday season.
Kind of like a Cyber Monday thing.
Yeah, but do yourself a favor. Running shorts, baseliners, shirts, headwear. It's super comfortable stuff, and I'm deeply in my head. I know it's difficult, but I'm like, man, I just want to come out with more stuff so I can just get more stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know what that entails because it's like, what else do you wear? Maybe some pants, some
training pants would be nice. Lounge pants. I just got a new pair of lounge pants from a different company. I'll tell you off mic. It's so comfortable.
I think I already know, but yeah,
it's not rabbits.
It's not.
No, it's not rabbits.
So they don't eat lettuce.
No,
that's good.
It's actually a CrossFit type of company.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So okay, that's.
But anyways, back to
some lounge pants.
Totally
that would be
need
awesome.
to have going to the gym type of pants.
Yeah.
Right. You take them off real quick, or post run type of
pants. Velcro down the side.
No.
Just one hand.
No. I don't want anything that's unnecessary.
Oh, that's
right?
necessary on like Friday night.
Well, yeah, maybe for you.
Hey, that's how we do things around here, man.
Is that how you're in that extra money nowadays?
Yeah, hey, Friday nights get crazy.
Strippergram.
That's right. Hey, how are you? It's called the dad bod strippergram. Like people don't get too excited, you know. To each their own. Right?
Yeah, right.
There's a market for me.
There's always a market for some perversion out there.
I call it a hobby.
Yeah, you call it and sell it however you want.
I'll hashtag it soon too. Dad bod strippergram. They were popular during Christmas.
Yes, I'm sure between Thanksgiving and Christmas is your busiest time of year.
So head over to Groupon.
Yeah, Groupon. Oh my gosh,
got a special going right now.
Does that extend to the Valentine's Day weekend too?
That we're gonna have a really big one. We're gonna really launch things Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna have a really big one on Valentine's.
I'm gonna work out before February, so my rates are gonna go up.
Good point.
So
get it now, folks.
Get in on the
on
the
Groupon
level.
now. Yeah.
Groupons go fast too.
Right.
Because
once he hits that 6-pack, it's triple
gonna be
rates.
Groupon.
Yeah.
It's you're gonna have to use your Kroger Smith card to get me
Kroger's.
We'll give you points. We'll give you 3 times the points.
You get extra gas points.
Cash back on your next purchase too.
Ooh.
We do some good stuff. We're trying to work with American Express.
Yeah.
Give you some flights, but they're a little harder to work with than most companies are. But
that's right. I remember you used to work for American Express.
Kind of, yeah. For a little
they
while.
suck.
Yeah, they do. But hey, they got a piece of plastic people like, right?
There we go.
Okay, off subject here a little bit. But yeah, so real quick, December 7th. So by the time you listen to this, we extended the registration, and I'm going to just call them out. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Registration was over because we have to order stuff. So we actually closed it. And I'm
is?
sitting there on Friday.
Wait, what are we talking about?
On the Nordic Valley 7K.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I get a text from a listener.
Yeah.
I won't mention any names, Flip-Flo Martinez.
Megan Martinez.
Yeah. Hey, registration's closed. And I'm just like, it's been open for 4 months. But we reopened it. She did register, so now you
got a couple other ones in there too.
Yeah, so our registration closes December 1st because we do have to get ready for it. But we sure would love to see a big rush come through. We'd love to at least get, Joel said 75. I think we're close to 70 right now.
Yeah.
I'd love to hit 100. I know that's hard with 30 to go with only a few days.
Yeah.
But maybe you can talk people into showing up. But, yeah. December 15th, Nordic Valley 7K, put on by the folks here at TrailManners, Joel and myself.
There is going to be snow.
There should be.
There's going to be snow.
I mean, there's snow.
On the first mile and the last half mile, you're going to have snow for sure. And then that section between should be mostly snow.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably be blowing by then, too.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The first mile.
Yeah.
That's all in the ski resort. They're blowing snow. And then that last half mile, that's on the ski resort again. But then that section back in the woods, it'll probably hold the snow. We're supposed to get more snow this weekend. And
between now and then, I'm going to go sit on a lot of Santa's laps to ask for snow for Christmas.
That sounded really creepy.
Yeah, it does, right? We're taking it somewhere way off. But yeah, we'd love to see you there. Also, one of our other projects we have is the Ogden Trail Running Festival, May 3rd and 4th. Still looking for a few sponsors to help us out to make sure we can put this on and have a good time. And it is always a good time. This will be our third year, and we're really third consecutive year. But yes,
fifth overall.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that something like that?
We've been doing it for a while.
Something like that.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a bit. All right, let's jump into some Ask TrailManners questions.
Okay.
So the first one. Hey guys, this is from Gene from Alberta. Hey guys, love the show. I have an important question for you both. With Christmas fast approaching, I'm curious what your favorite Christmas shows are.
Oh.
So that's a zinger. Because this is Ask TrailManners. We do not just, this isn't just about trail running.
Oh, no, definitely. That's been a fraction of
some of the questions.
Of our discussion lately.
Today especially, right? So my favorite all-time Christmas movie, I'm going with Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
That is a staple for me.
The shitter's full.
Yeah, and every year my family watches it. My daughter's already hounded me to watch that. A Christmas Story is a very close second.
Oh, for sure.
And I think those are probably my favorite, too.
What about Elf?
Die Hard's pretty good. The first one. That's got to be Christmas time.
Die Hard.
You know, if you want a little action.
Yeah.
Elf's awesome.
We watched that last night.
It's really hard because I think Christmas Vacation 1, it's like a podium. It's like
for sure.
Picking a race,
yeah.
right? It's like, okay, so that one's my definite, and then my podium would be Elf, Christmas Story.
It's number 2.
I still do like Miracle on 34th Street for an old-timer one.
Yeah.
The black and white only. I don't do the color CGI or whatever they did there.
Right.
But I'm going to have to go with those. And that's just off the top of my head. I'm looking at my DVDs.
Yeah,
I have a few right here. Walter Mitty's not one. Big Lebowski, Dodgeball. Yeah, those aren't Christmas shows.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
We watched that the other night, too. That was good stuff.
Strange Brew. All the Rocky movies. That's my...
Those are kind of Christmas. Rocky 3, I think, was Christmas, wasn't it? When he went to Russia?
Yeah. That was 3. But see,
was that 4?
I think it was 4.
2, he fought Apollo Creed again.
Yeah.
3 was Mr. T.
Yep, so 4.
So it was 4.
Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Christmassy
Yes,
with the robot.
it was Christmassy.
But yeah, that's my guilty pleasure is Rocky movies. And I know Creed 2's just out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, put on a hat and sunglasses and hit like a 1 o'clock
into
show.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Just
go
hit that
tell
solo.
the pervs.
Yeah. What about you? What's your Elf is yours?
No, I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a good comedy.
I like a lot of those older clay animation ones,
Oh, yeah. You talking about the ones on TV.
Yeah, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, the old school.
Yeah, the old
Bird
school.
Ives was the
Yes,
guy that
exactly.
narrated them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like those too.
I think any of those you have to kind of throw in there.
Island of Misfits.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm digging those too. The Christmas ones.
Charlie
on TV.
Brown's always. Oh man, Charlie Brown, come on, that soundtrack is iconic.
Charlie Brown soundtrack.
Yeah. Vince Giraldi or something like that.
How's that one?
We have that CD. It's pretty good.
Nice. What's a good soundtrack too is the Muppets Christmas CD.
Yeah, that's right.
We listen to that a lot. I really like that one. And Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I like the old stuff.
Yeah.
So those would be mine. And I know there's a lot. Like my head's going blanks. There's so many out there, but I just go back to the ones I watch all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go on a good weekend, and that's going to happen with me in a couple weeks. I'm going to get my fire going. I'm going to have my cocoa going, and Hallmark is going to be playing crazy.
A lot of these are on AMC right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
I could see that.
We watched a little bit of The Walking Dead, which we don't normally do.
Christmas Walking Dead.
Yeah, Christmas Walking Dead. We watched some of that the other day, and the advertisements were all for Christmas
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Hallmark's good because they all have the same ending. Someone doesn't believe in Christmas. They meet a significant other.
Right.
A miracle
they
happens.
They
fall in love.
Right.
And Christmas is real again.
Yes.
So, that's spoiler alert for Hallmark Channel.
Yes.
Sorry about that, folks. Mix it up a little. All right, next question. All right, TrailManners dudes. That's 2 O's and a D.
Yeah.
So dudes. Last week, this is from Mitch from Ashland. So, hey, Mitch.
Ashland, Oregon?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna say yes because that's where I want it to be from.
Right.
Last week, when you were asked a question about a shady dude not letting a lady by on the trails, you all started.
This wasn't Mitch.
It's the guy, right?
Yeah.
No, he says you all started talking about a squirrel tap.
That's right.
I thought that's where squirrel's nut butter came from. Am I wrong? So first of all, well played, Mitch.
I know, right?
Squirrel's nut butter.
We'll have to ask our friend Amy from Vermont if they've got squirrel taps there.
or just get a hold of our buddies at Chris over at Squirrel's Nut Butter and say, so are any squirrels harmed in the making of Squirrel's Nut Butter?
Yeah, right.
Or are they smoking cigarettes anytime after you're
they have
doing
like
this?
little lactation tubes on the mama squirrel.
No, that's not what the squirrel tap we're talking about is. We're talking about a different squirrel tap. So that's a good question.
Now the squirrel tap is a lot different than the pancake. You know what the pancake is?
Is that the full hand?
That's the full hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to cup it a little bit.
Yeah, there's too much touching going on for a pancake.
It's just quick. It's just this quick pop.
It doesn't matter how quick it is.
I mean, yeah, you get a handful of nuts, but it does the trick.
And you're hoping it's not you don't get a pancake from like a construction worker, right? With the big calloused hands.
Right.
Oh, man. We are bad today.
The pancake works when you're playing high school soccer, right? Anytime outside of that, it's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan. A squirrel tap's just a real quick flick of the fingertips.
Yeah, that's
kind of what that
like
one is.
high school,
Backhand.
early college, and then after that, no.
Yeah. And,
Unless some guy's in front of you on the trail.
Yeah, and then you can do it.
And then you squirrel tap him all day long.
And we didn't get more comments from that, but we did
I
have...
can't believe we didn't.
We did have Missy reply, and she said she was giggling with the answer.
True.
And thank you. Yeah, we did hope that helped. But no, Mitch, squirrel tap is something different than squirrel's nut butter.
Yeah.
But we do like where you're coming from, and that
Yes.
could make a really cool shirt.
Yeah,
logo.
It could be a good backstory for the guys at Squirrel's Nut Butter.
Yeah, so we'll get a hold of those guys. Mitch will cut you in on a
They
percentage.
need to have an animation story of that.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
And a little, like, you know, like the, I almost messed it up. The Cowboys have, like, the cappuccinos
Yeah.
and the quesadillas.
Right.
Cowboys, they need another separate one for Squirrel's Nut Butter. It has to do with the squirrel tap, where he has a
Gotcha.
little bit on his backhand. He runs around slapping Squirrel's Nut Butter on people when
I
they
like
need
it.
it.
Yep.
Like a animation. It's like kind of those poof, and then people smile and they run off because now they got Squirrel's Nut Butter.
Because they're all lubed up.
Yeah, with the little squirrel tap. Oh, that's a good one. This next one actually has to do with running.
Oh, good.
So we'll get back on track. This is from Jesse in Boise, Idaho. Do you guys use spikes or screws in your shoes for snow? I'm a little nervous about hitting the trails during winter, but it appears everybody pretty much runs outside.
Yep.
As you can tell by my comment, I am new to trail running. While we're at it, is it taboo to wear shorts over stretchy run pants?
Yes. It is.
So we'll answer that one first, Jesse.
Yes.
And coming from one of the hosts here, myself, Eric, I did wear shorts over stretchy pants for a few winters.
Right.
Because
You were embarrassed to fully embrace the stretchy awesomeness, right?
I was absolutely, it wasn't embarrassed, I just uncomfortable. It just wasn't normal for me. Right?
Yeah.
And
I get you.
So I did, and it's the same thing. It's like you know it's not supposed to happen. You know people are going to poke and fun at you and point your finger, which is fine because
Right.
I'd rather have them do it for that reason than a different reason.
Sure.
But yeah, the comfort level changed a little bit when I'm like, everybody's doing it. Right?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. Everybody's doing it. I'm going to do it. So
Right.
yeah, I think it is taboo to wear shorts over your stretchy pants, which is funny
Right.
because you can wear them over stretchy shorts, compression shorts, but you can't if they're pants.
I know, it's
which
weird.
I think is kind of a.
Right.
We're going to have to figure that one out. But yes, so maybe not do that.
Right.
And back to your first question about spikes or screws for your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've never done the screws in my shoes.
I
because
tried once.
I did. No, you or somebody told me they did and didn't like it at all.
I tried it and I didn't like the feel of it.
And I don't like.
And it made me nervous.
Yeah, and grabber screws. Mine were 1.5-inch grabber screws, so that was really bad.
Yeah.
No, I've never done that. I've talked to people who have. Some people really like it.
Yeah.
I just never wanted to like totally ruin a pair of my shoes because I think that's what it does. I mean, that's kind of gets stuck to a winter shoe. If you take them
guess,
out, there's
I
going to
don't
be a
know.
hole. I'd
Right.
imagine.
No, it kind of seals up.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never done that, but I have used spikes. I think we have the ones I have are the Catula micro spikes.
Right.
I've always loved those.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to wear, I'll take them with me, and if I have to wear something, that's what I'll wear. I try not to because I just don't still like how they feel.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many pressure points on your foot,
Right.
where you put them on the front, the back, but you do need them at times for sure. So they're very good safety. There's one time last year I wish I would have had them on. I'm still suffering shoulder injury from that
I'm still giggling from it.
because Joel thought I started an avalanche behind him or something. It was pretty. It was a hard fall.
It was hard.
It was one of the cartoon things where your feet are up above your head.
Yes.
And then I stuck my arm out to catch my fall with my hand, which I did, but then
Right.
my body weight came on top of my arm, folded like a, what do you call it? You folded like a, I don't know, wet sock? I don't know. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. So yeah, I recommend spikes. Catula
Yeah.
micro spikes. What's the other company that does?
I have no idea.
There's Catula and
What's that one that's got the wire that goes around?
the coils.
Oh, man.
I can't think of it off the top of my head because I just don't use them.
Me either.
And I'm having a rough day remembering pretty much anything. Catula, and we'll post it. Someone will comment on it. Someone will correct us because that never happens.
Right.
But yeah, I would have a pair, especially if you've never run on the snow before, just to be careful. And just know that running in snow is different than running on trails.
It's a little bit slower.
It's slower. You're a little more careful of your footing. You get more comfortable. But yeah, you always got to be careful with ice too.
Yeah, that's the most important
and then just
thing. You got to know those sections of the trails are going to ice over.
Yep, and just be careful when you run with them because sometimes you clip your ankle.
Oh yeah, that's good fun.
Yeah, some people do that more than others for sure. So you definitely want to keep your eye on that a little bit. But yeah, I would recommend having them and go outside. You know, people
they're not too expensive.
They're not. They're I don't know. I think you can get them for $40, something like that.
Between 40 and 60, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely give those a try. I guess you
something
could.
That you're going to keep for several years at least.
Yeah, it is one of those things for sure. It's not something that you use one season.
It's like the Lumen 600 Lite.
Yeah.
You keep
it's
it
an
for a
investment,
long time.
but you're going to use it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's my best input on that.
That one was easy.
That was a little bit easier. I was really quick searching for
the other company.
Yeah. But I can't find them because I'm typing and trying to talk at the same
Running
time.
spikes.
Yeah, and that's what I just typed up, and it brought up track shoes. So
did it really?
Yeah.
Winter running spikes.
How about shoe traction? I know what it's gonna. Once we say it, we're gonna yak track. Gosh dang it, that's the other one.
Tracks, that's right.
Yeah, yak track. So Catula.
I used to run those all the time.
There's stabilizers.
Ooh,
I've seen
right.
those before. But yeah, it's kind of personal preference too. The coil ones, don't get those.
Yeah, I
running.
ran those a long time ago, and I didn't mind them.
Yeah, I don't like those for walking. That's kind of what I think those are more for personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, the yak tracks, they have them. Also, Catula micro spikes, which,
right.
like I mentioned, we've used, but there's plenty out there. You can maybe find something on sale, Amazon, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hit your local running store first. We like to push people that direction. Anyway, yeah, that's the only 3 questions we got this week: TV shows, tapping squirrels, and running spikes. So, and again, folks, be ready for probably in 2 weeks. Hopefully December 11th show, we'll come out with our Christmas show where we talk about our Christmas gifts for the year. Again, Joel did not get his truck last year, so that'll probably still be on the list.
I got something different this year.
Oh, he's got something big different this year.
Yes.
But yeah, I hope you listen to that one. If you have any questions, please send them our way. We'd love to answer them. It is a little bit slower, obviously, for races and running. But if you have questions, send them to us. If you're looking for a Christmas gift, you can even, send some stuff our way. Our Christmas gift won't have anything to do with companies that are paying us because no one's paying us. But maybe we'll have a couple giveaways too if we have some stuff. I think we might have some squirrel's nut butter we can give away.
I got some I can give you. It might be slightly used.
Yeah, I'm passing on that one.
Yeah.
But straight from the Squirrel's Tap, folks. We'll have that to go. Anyway, stay tuned. Next Tuesday, December 4th, I believe. We should be back on our Tuesday schedule, and then next week we'll be back with Singletrack Session 117. So keep them coming. Joe, we finished? You done? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so December's fast approaching, everybody, so get out, stay warm, be careful driving, and we'll talk to you next week.